Hey guys, welcome back to a late night edition of 0 to 60. Now, the car is back together and we're about to take it for a drive, but I need to make some excuses. I spent pretty much all day trying to get WinKFP to work, and it's come down to just having mixes of different Dayton files. But it is now flashing modules properly, which is amazing because I couldn't do it before. However, I still haven't managed to work out how to flash my combi with the DCT cluster. I have messaged Arno, who has not replied yet, but we'll see shortly. But everything is back in. In fact, I've just finished doing this. I started it about 45 minutes ago. Exhaust is up, heat shields are up, cross members up. Everything is, well, I think everything is connected. So let's take it for a drive. All right, let's lower it down. Make sure it still starts, actually. Okay, so she's on the ground. Now, I haven't got everything put back together yet. In fact, I'm not going to put this back together until we've done this test drive. Put the interior back together. But let's start it up, get some heat into it, and you'll see me when we are out ready to go for a drive. Power. Oh, she's nice and quiet. This is the first time I've heard that clutch chatter, the flywheel chatter. No under trays on the car and the bonnet's up. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, we'll get some heat into it and you'll see us when we're outside. All right guys, you're gonna come along for me moving it for the first time, so we'll just see what happens. I'm gonna go forwards first. That's engaged. Okay, the creep was all right. Go to reverse. So it's quite smooth. Can't see anything, but that's the DCT trying to get over the hoist. Try and not scrape it. Okay, we'll go forwards into drive. D1. Tell you what, it's actually really nicely behaved, which I guess it should be. It's a stock trans tune. Okay, moving it around the shed's absolutely fine. I'm going to get out of this tight space. You'll see me when we get out on the road. Hopefully you can see me, but we've got some pretty serious rubbing. I'm going to go back to the shed and see if I can work out what it is. See if you can hear it. Sounds pretty bad, but I think it's going to be the heat shield that goes around the tail shaft, so hopefully I can just jack the car up and get that sorted. All right, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, you may notice I'm backing out of the shed. I couldn't get to it with a jack. I actually had to get the car back up on the hoist, which takes way too long on this thing. Now, it was actually where the two heat shields join in the middle, just behind, or just in front of the tail shaft uni joint. Not unit joint, support bearing. And I did notice that the DCT tail shaft was actually beefier than the E9 E2 one, but maybe I just bent the heat shields one on the ground. Anyway, we're nice and quiet now. So in case something else exciting happens when we actually drive it, I will film this one, so you guys are coming along for the ride. Let me just go so we can see the triple C unit in case we get any errors. Alright. Is it gonna shift? Hasn't shifted yet, but we're going uphill. Okay. Well, we'll head out on the road and see what it does. Ooh, she's shifting nicely. I'd say that's fine. Oh, we're in fourth. It is very smooth. Very, very smooth. Alright, actually I'm going to turn this light off because it's just a little bit hard to see at night time with that thing glaring at me. But we'll accelerate up this hill and we'll see what she does under a little bit of load. Okay. Pretty harsh vibration then. Which I need to think what that might be before I drive too far. I've decided to just drive a bit further. Just in case it was the road and I'm just overthinking things. Alright, at light throttle it feels fine. Accelerate a little bit. JB4 is currently in map 1, so we've got next to no power. It's weird, the clutches start to engage as soon as you let off the brake. Okay, let me shut these windows up. Under load, there is a vibration. Not sure what that is. Feels like tail shaft's out of balance or something. You can hear that single mass flywheel. 7th gear at low speed. Let's go to sports mode. Back to 5th. Quite a lot of drivetrain noise now. Alright, got a little bit more driving, see if I can find something that stands out, but apart from a vibration under load, feels like the tail shaft's out of balance. It's alright. I'm just going to show you a bit of an acceleration. Gearbox feels like it's shifting quite well, but this vibration, it's worrying me. Don't know what it can be. It's under load. Not sure. I'm gonna do a few more Ks. Spun the wheels then, but it is vibrating. I wonder if it's just spinning the wheels. It pulled power then. Starting to think the vibration I'm feeling is just wheel spin, which is crazy considering I'm on like 12 PSI. So I'll try and roll it on at a bit higher speed. Didn't vibrate then, although I think the JB4 went into safety mode for some reason. I don't have the JB4 with me at the moment, the phone. Alright, I don't know what's going on. hear that flywheel chatter, whatever it is. Oh, hey King, come to help, have you? I might put it up in the air, see if I can see anything that might be vibrating, but it might just be wheel split, maybe. All right. Hey, buddy. Okay, so it's been about half an hour since I got back. I haven't put it on the lift yet, but I've been checking a few things over. I actually messaged a mate of mine who works on a lot of these cars and described that vibration, see if he could maybe pinpoint me into something that I hadn't done up properly. And the way I've described it, like rolling on at lower speeds or trying to accelerate at lower speeds and a vibration, he said it's normally tail shaft center bearing. Now this tail shaft is the tail shaft out of the E93. I did have a quick look at the tail shaft bearing, and obviously it seemed fine, but I'm going to have to properly have a look at that bearing, make sure that it is okay. Be a bit annoying if I just completely missed it as I put it in. Yeah, the other thing, the JB4 actually went into safety mode. I checked that, and it's because it's running lean, which is kind of scary, but you got to keep in mind this is the first time I've accelerated with the MSD81. So it might have to, I don't know, I haven't actually reset adaptations yet, so something else I've got to work out, but that's going to be tomorrow's job. Positives to take away. The gearbox seems to be shifting really, really well. Take up seems really good. Like when you're trying to park in here, like backwards and forwards and shunting gently, it all behaves nicely. So I think the clutch packs are okay. I think the gearbox is okay. We won't know until we wind it up, of course, but we'll have XHP on it as well. But I think the wiring is actually good to be all sealed up. So I'm going to get the rest of the interior back in tomorrow morning. Basically just tidy up the wiring, tape it all up so it looks a bit more factory, and yeah, got a few things to try and work out tomorrow. I still haven't done anything about the paddles yet. I think I might try and sort out this vibration issue first, because that is a little bit of a concern. Anyway, the DCT seems okay. Car doesn't, because of a vibration. But the DCT seems all right. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We're getting there. Hopefully we'll have this fully boosted by the end of the week. Should be fun. All right, guys, peace.